Jamie Bleakley.
And I'm Krystal Vermeyer.
And together with our husbands, we are the owners of A Better Tomorrow Therapy and Wellness in Anchorage, Alaska. Today we're going to talk about a little bit of transition that is happening within our clinic with the value of family. Krystal and her family have made a decision, which is...
I was good till you said family. Which is that we are moving out of state. So we came to this decision last year. We sat with it alone, just my husband and I, for a little bit. We talked to our son, we talked to our family, we talked to Jay and Jamie, and then we told the rest of our friends. But we've been in Alaska since 2010. And it's always been it was like a 5 to 7 year plan where we're like, we'll just go there for a little bit and we'll leave before our daughter goes to high school. She graduated like 5 years ago.
And has moved out of state.
And has moved out of state. Which wasn't the decision to move. That had nothing. That happened separately. But it's always been this past that point. Where would we go? What would we do? We want to be closer to family, but also like Alaska's pretty darn amazing. And we've built a family up here. So that's hard to leave. I should have probably grabbed tissues before this one. But, so we decided that tug of family back home was actually pulling harder than the desire to be in Alaska. So we decided to go be closer to family, and I have the opportunity to buy my grandparents' cabin. And we're going to renovate that and live there. And that's interesting. Like the whole thing is just weird because we never thought we would live where we grew up. It's beautiful. We love it there. We love going back there, but it was never on our heart to be like there. Until all of a sudden it just was. And we were both, my husband and I were kind of shocked. We're like, why, what? But when you get tugged in those directions, it's something bigger than you and you just kind of lean into that. And we've done that a lot. We've done that a lot in the business where it's like, this doesn't make sense, but this feels like so right to do this decision or go in this way or just like leading on blind faith. And so that was kind of this decision for us. And then we made that decision then and it was like, oh, well, crap. Now what? What do we want to do with the business? How do we want to be involved or not? And where do we want to be in every part of that? And we're going to leave our friends and we're going to leave all of this stuff. And we've done a lot of renovations on our house, which we're finally finishing to put it on the market to sell it. So it looks great. It's almost done. But we have decided to exit the business. I think for me, being a leader in the way that I lead and the way that I do things, being so far away will make me feel more disconnected to be able to be part of everything. So I will be able to lead and be part of it in the way that I would want to and feel most comfortable. So we're working out what that looks like. At the end of the year, Andrew and I will no longer be part of the business. We are still super supportive. We want to see it grow and thrive. We are still friends with all of our people, and we still probably will spend some time in Alaska pretty regularly, at least in the next couple of years. We have a lot of little tiny people that are really sad that I'm leaving. And so
I'm very worried about you. They want to know where you're going to live, if your house is.
Yeah. Are you going to be homeless? When are you coming to visit? I'm like, I haven't even left yet. So I don't know. So there's still a lot of unknowns. There's still some figuring out some logistics, but like we're finally in it in the move. So like my anxiety level around it has gone down a bit because I'm actually
Mine's gone up.
Fair. But somebody asked me the other day, they're like, how are you doing? And I was like, I'm fine. I was like, there's definitely feelings, there's definitely emotions, but I explained too, like for me that I'm very action driven. So like doing things makes me less anxious. So I'm finally I'm booking things, I'm making things happen, things are going. So now we're in that rapid stage where like I can settle into that and just go. And it's not that I don't feel those feelings and the emotions, I can kind of just roll with them. But I 100% get like your anxiety is going to go up because now it's getting real and now I have to leave and stuff. But It's also like I'm more stressed about like how do I wrap things up? I've been the therapy lead for a while, and so like transitioning that to Jamie. I've also done that role previously for a long time. So I've been doing that role for 14 years this summer between our clinic and where I worked before. So trying to like get stuff down on paper, get things down that are all in my head. So that I can transition that over to Jamie and give her as many tools and resources as I have from all of my learnings and like give her guides for like, these would be really good books. These would be really good things. Any classes, any courses, any things. Here's some tips and tricks with our current staff, but just in general, because I've managed a lot of people at this point.
And our current staff, we have our regulars, we have travels. Our travelers we have set up pretty much through the end of the year. So lots of people kind of coming and growing, but we have kind of those set. We are looking to add somebody to the front desk. So we are looking to start interviewing and have given us enough time. So our goal is around June 1st to be able to hire a full-time person at the front desk. To help things go a little bit smoother, and we appreciate everybody's patience as
In the
we've
interim,
trained
we've been doing a lot of help at the front desk, and so
and we appreciate you,
Yeah.
Grace, because not our role, not like
Yeah.
I want to play with kids, not like play with the computer. So
and I don't mind the front desk so much. It's just a very different role than the other side. So it's like my mornings are client centered, and then my afternoons are clinic centered, and like front desk at the desk. And it's just, I've noticed like my eyes are tired and I need my new glasses that are supposed to come in any day now and all of that. But in terms of like timeline and stuff, I don't have a huge caseload. So the people that are on my caseload are already very well aware of my rough timeline and when I'm going to be out between now and then. I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks and all of that in the end of May, beginning of June. Just to ship my car to specifically to be there for my nephew's graduation. So like that's the catalyst of that time frame. Otherwise we probably would have just not gone back ahead of time. But I want to be there for him and all of that. So that's important. But like we'll be gone for a little bit at the end of the month in May. I'll be here through end of June, beginning of July. And then we do Fish Week, which we do with all of our friends. And that'll be like our last big hurrah. And then we will drive out. Andrew and I have talked about probably coming back sometime in the fall, maybe being able to give you guys a vacation before you leave and stuff while we're still on the ownership team and helping with stuff. I still plan to be very involved from afar through the end of the year to be able to help with that transition, to be able to be available to help with the admin side of things, back end kind of things. And then we'll see what happens. But there's that flexibility that I can come back for a little bit here and there in the fall to be able to be available couple. So that's the part that we don't quite have all the way figured out. But yeah, mid-July, I am roughly July 16th-ish.
all right. And then the other side of that, we are looking around, seeing what's available for new clinic space.